Oof. Happy Monday. And it's not wanting to focus. That's about right. Okay. Let's get this Monday started.
I'm pretty sure this little guy lives under one of my outbuildings. I just scared the poor thing to death pulling into my driveway. Look at it. Look at it. I'm so sorry, little baby. I'm so sorry. Please don't die of a heart attack. Please. Please be okay. Despite telling myself that I was going to do better this week and record updates at the beginning of the week, that didn't happen. And my only excuse is that it's hot. It's very hot. And that's it. It's just hot. Also, before I go into the official update for the last full week of my no buy challenge, like June reset, all that jazz, let me just say, I am so tired of living in unprecedented times. Can we get some precedented times back? Precedented. Woo! I stumbled over that one. Anyway, that's my little mini rant. Please enjoy. So, last week of the No Buy Challenge, the goal reset, all of that good stuff. And this week has been a lot like last week so far. I will say I've done pretty good as far as the spending goes. Monday I had like a standing dinner plan with my friends, so we did go and have dinner. So that was the only thing I spent as far as something unplanned. Well, not unplanned because it was planned. Anyway, so I did spend money doing that. But that's something we do every month, so it's a planned expense, so I don't think that actually counts. Other than that, I have not spent anything else other than things on like other than necessities. Then I didn't do anything other than that. Monday, Tuesday, nothing. Today I did stop and get some takeout on the way home from work. Again, my excuse is it's hot and I did not feel like cooking anything because the high today was like 95, 96 with heat index pushing that closer to like 110. Absolutely ridiculous, and I am not a fan at all. I hate summer, especially during like heat waves, this kind of stuff. I hate it. Hate it. Anyway, I hate extreme temperatures. Like, I hate winter when it's super cold as well. So this is not just a thing against summer. I hate extremes. Anyway, other than that, I have done very well again on the reading part of my goals. I knew I would crush that. But it's good to feel accomplished, right? Totally. Why do I repeat everything? That's like a really weird quirk, and I don't know how to stop it. Anyway, have done very well with reading again. I am still working on Martyr by Kaveh Akbar. I'm 30-ish% in that one. I actually took it with me to read during my lunch today because it's really getting even more intriguing than it already was. We're learning kind of more about the main character, which I say it as Cyrus. That I don't think that's how it's pronounced because he is from Tehran. I think that I'm sorry. I'm trying, but he is from Iran, and so it's said differently is how it's described in the book, but I'm not sure how it's said. Anyway, we're learning more about his backstory and kind of, what's leading him to, what's motivating him to kind of do what he's hoping to do, which he's wanting to write about martyrs. He's very interested in the concept that he wants his death to be meaningful. He says you get one, it needs to be something meaningful, which is a very interesting concept. So I'm interested to see where this is gonna go. I was actually very sad when my lunchtime was over today because I had to stop reading, and it was just starting to get really, really good. So working on that one. I'm also in the middle of Demon Slayer. I've not made as much progress in that one, but I'm hoping to do better with that tonight. And as far as going to the gym, I did not go, I didn't work out or anything on Sunday. I did go on Monday, and I just did like some straight up cardio because it was Monday. It was like 5 in the morning, well, 5:30. And that was all I had really the brain power to do. Other than that, I did not go to the gym yesterday, but I did go today, and I did something there. So not great on the workout front, but still trying to do a little bit better. Every day is a new day. So so it's not blowing it out of the water for this last week so far, but still feeling pretty good about progress. I still feel like I have curbed my spending considerably. There have been some things that I have looked at that's like, oh, well, I could just get that. And I'm like, no, we're going to stop right there. And we're going to save that money. Like, for example, I was trying to think of something specific to share. For example, I almost went to a store the other day. Was it Monday or Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday, because I did have to go get gas Tuesday, and I almost went into the store to buy like a soda or something, and I was like, nope, not gonna do it. I'm gonna go back and have water because it's better for me. So I think what I'm gonna start doing instead, to kind of maybe help set myself up for success in a sense, is instead of spending like $2 or $3 a pop for like a soda at like a convenience store or a department store, something like that, I think when I go get groceries, I'm gonna buy like a 6-pack of soda or something to keep in the fridge at my office. So that way, if I do decide that I want something in the afternoon, like his little pick-me-up or something, it's there, and ultimately it's going to be cheaper than buying one if I go out anywhere. And it keeps me from going in and spending any other money. I think I'm going to try that this week, maybe like Friday or this weekend when I go to the grocery store. I think I'm going to try that and see how that benefits me, because even though June officially ends next week, I do think I'm going to keep going through July. Even though I've not done absolutely great with it, I do really like, that I'm seeing some progress. So I do want to keep going and go through July. I'm talking a lot with my hands. Anyway, I want to go through July and see how things go through July. And it rhymes, no by July. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, I don't think. So I do want to keep the momentum going, especially since June 30th is on a Monday. Just keep flowing right through the first part of July and just keep it going and see what kind of progress I can make on my goals. Not just like the no spending, saving money thing, but also in everything else. I feel like I've just kind of been very vague in June, so I want to see if I can maybe do some more as far as getting more in depth with what I'm trying to accomplish in July, maybe share some more along the way. So I've talked for almost 10 minutes now, and it's not been about very many things in particular. So I'm going to cut this update here, and hopefully we'll remember to share more with you through the rest of the week. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the midweek update that should have happened at the beginning of the week, but here we are. Entirely too early to be like filming or anything, but
picked up this at Dollar Tree, and it would be cool to do. My hand looks massive now because I'm so close to the camera. It is Big Game Energy Pineapple Punch. It doesn't really smell that strong. It's actually pretty good though. Especially, it was $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. That's not bad. And it's made by Bucked Up. And I like their other energy drinks and stuff. So, yeah, this is a win. All right, let's go to the gym. Okay, so let's talk about how the last full week of the June no-buy ended up. I think in my last video, which I did on Wednesday, things were going okay. Was really pumped about finishing the week strong and went just a little bit off the rails as far as spending goes. So on Thursday, I did end up buying some clothes at Walmart, which I really kind of needed. Your girl got a little chunky, and so I'm not able to wear a lot of my shorts, or they're really tight. And so Saturday I had plans to be outside a lot and really did not want to be uncomfortable in the heat, which I'll talk more about soon. Anyway, so wanted to be very comfortable. And so I did pick up a pair of shorts and also a pair of pajamas because they were adorable and I needed them. Also, it is hot still in North Carolina. And I know everybody's like, oh, it's summer. It's supposed to be hot. It's never this hot this early. It's very, I mean, I expect it to be this hot in like late July, August, kind of like the dog days of summer, not this early. So for it to be like regularly hitting 90 plus this time of year is just insanity. So yeah, bought a pair of much cooler pajamas to wear. And yeah, that was what I bought at Walmart, was clothing. So not entirely off the rails yet. Friday, I did go by Five Below because my nephew was in town and I wanted to grab him a little something. So I bought him like a really cute notebook and like one of those really cool like multicolor pens where you can like push it down and it does different colors. I love those as a kid. And so I bought him one of those. And then we had a great time later that day. Like he drew me, I drew him. He drew some very great photo or pictures. So it was fun. And two, it was a Pokemon notebook. Totally worth it in my opinion. But while I was at Five Below, I was influenced by social media and I picked up one of these. This one, but I like that this one has like the little, it has like little silicone thing around it so I can put other ones in here. And this was also justified by my idea of, oh, I can take this with me when I go out on Saturday. And it does smell really, really good. It is black plum and vanilla. It's really hard to read, but it smells great. I'm not sure if I like this one better than other ones I've picked up similar. I've got a couple that I picked up like at Dollar Tree that are kind of similar shape. So I'm not sure if this one's any better, but I do like the scent. And I plan to just stick other ones in here and use them moving forward. And I also picked up something else. They're right here. I picked up this thing of mechanical pencils because look how cute the animals are. I mean, just look at it. They're so cute. Look at the little cow. And like the little bear is eating a strawberry. Like the lighting is terrible. You probably can't see it. And I'm also trying something new with the lighting because I think the lighting in my last few videos has been pretty bad. So trying something new.
So we'll see how it works and how it shapes up. Anyway, I thought these were really cute, so I bought them for myself too. And I am a sucker for blind bag mystery bags, and so there was a cinema roll one, and I picked up one of those. So did not need any of those things, but bought them anyway. I think all in all I spent $23, I think, at Five Below. So yeah, did not end up doing so well on Friday. Saturday, the only thing that I spent really was I met my younger brother and we went and played Pokemon Go Fest at our local park. There was a big group there and it was so much fun. So I paid for lunch that day. We went to a place for pizza, and it was delicious. It was some of the best pizza I've had in my life. It's like just a little local buffet. So really great. I did, of course I bought a ticket for Pokemon Go, but I'm not counting that against myself as far as the no buy, because I got to spend time with my younger brother, which is always a fun, to get together to spend time with him. And I was outside. We were outside from about 10:30 or so until about 3-ish. So, we were outside, we were, out and out. Obviously, I was in the sun. I'm not sure how much that's going to show up, but did get a little bit of sun. Got great exercise, walking around the park and doing different things. So I don't think that should count against me. So, ending up the month, not extremely well, but still, I don't think I've done horribly. At my last count, I think the total that I was able to put back and kind of save, I think ended up, it's still going to be around $150. So I didn't do as well as I had hoped. I'm not sure how well the next couple of days are going to go. I have no intentions of spending any money. And as I mentioned previously, I am just going to keep going through the month of July. I tried to combine month and July into the same word. So month of July. Month of July. I'm going to keep going through the month of July. Because I know I've broken it a lot in June, and so I kind of want to see if I can do better at it, at not having videos where I'm like, oh, I spent this money here, I spent that money there. I want to see if I can do better about it. Also, I want to try to go into more depth about things that I'm doing, things that I'm trying to do as ways of saving money and whatnot. So speaking of that, let's move on to the next part of like some of my goals. I will say, as far as like tracking foods and stuff, kind of keeping calorie logs, that didn't go very well this week either. But all in all, I don't think I did terribly. I did end up, eating out a couple times, but not just crazy. On days like, Friday, we went out for pho, and because I knew we were doing that, I ate a lighter lunch. So I was able to kind of plan for it. And then yesterday, ate pizza for lunch and ended up eating a lighter dinner to kind of balance it out. So, and again, I'm not being super strict on it. I'm just trying to like stay, say, hey, don't go crazy. As far as going to the gym, I did end up going to the gym 4 out of 5 days. There was one day that I skipped, and I don't remember now which day it was. But I still, I went fairly consistently, so I'm very happy with that. And I'm going to try to keep that momentum going through the week as well. And books. Books are the other thing. So as far as books that I finished this week,
I did finish my audiobook that I was listening to, of A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. That one, I know it's a classic. I really couldn't get into it. I followed along the story. It was just very long. And overall, I liked it. But it was just very long. And at some point, it got a little tedious. So finished that on Saturday. And then I also finished Demon Slayer Volume 15. I really liked this one. It was kind of a lot of, I guess, character growth. Tanjiro was healing and kind of like prepping for the next big thing. I was so shocked with what was happening with Nezuko. And so I'm excited to pick up the next volume. I can't wait to go to the library, which I'm planning to do this week, and pick up the next volume in the series and keep going because it's starting to get so good. And I'm so excited to see what happens next. I'm just a couple chapters or so in to the next volume of Jujutsu Kaisen, which is volume 3. And that one's also starting to get really good, and I'm really excited to see where that one's heading as well. I am trying to finish that one more quickly, because there is someone waiting for it. Libby, when you use the Libby app for library books, it says, you have like one person is waiting, which, I understand, I can take as long as I want to for the time that I have the book. But me, I always enjoy it when someone finishes a book and returns it early, and I get it early. So I try to be courteous, even though these are people I have no idea who they are. Still trying to be courteous to those anonymous library people. Another book that I'm still working on is Martyr by Kaveh Akbar, and I'm about half through it at this point. This has been a really, really interesting read, and I'm not really sure what I'm expecting to happen in the rest of it, but I am very invested in the story of Cyrus, and I want to know what happens next. So I'm going to work on trying to finish that one this week as well, because I did get an email from the library saying, hey, did you know your book is overdue? So I'm going to try to finish that one and get it back, because they don't charge fines or anything, but I still, I don't like those emails where they say, hey, your book is overdue. They kind of guilt trip me, which I'm sure is the intended purpose. I am also working on, I started a new audiobook, which is one that I had on hold and became available this past week, which is Prophet by Frank Peretti. I have read a lot of Frank Peretti's books over the years, and I typically enjoy them. So Prophet is one that I have not read, so I started it today, and I'm excited to see where it's going. So far, I'm intrigued. I don't think I've gone enough into it to really know a lot of what's happening, but I'm excited to start to get more into that one. Also, in my last video, I linked my Goodreads. So if you want to follow me and get live updates or more regular updates as to what I'm reading, what I've read, kind of like anything book related, I will link that again so you can follow me on Goodreads. And I like having Goodreads friends and people to get book suggestions from and things like that. I'm also planning to try to finish Tokyo Ghoul. It's sitting here in front of me, shaming me, because I also need to finish it, to take it back to the library as well. So I'm going to try to finish that one and get that turned in so that I can get more books from the library this week before the holiday. Because what is better to do on a holiday than to sit and read books, right? Right. Other things that I have done this week, or am planning to do this week,
I started another dishcloth today. I realized that in all these videos that I've made, I have not talked at all about crocheting, which is something I do fairly regularly. But this is about a little less than half of a dishcloth so far, which I started this today, and I'm trying to use up this cone of cotton yarn. This yarn reminds me of cotton candy. I think it, and I like it, but it's very, I don't know, I don't remember the name of it. I think it was like Sunshine, something like that. But I just think it looks like cotton candy, or not cotton candy. Did I say cotton candy this whole time? And I totally meant candy corn. I did not mean cotton candy. I don't even know where cotton candy came from. I meant candy corn. Candy corn. That's the word, or the term, or the phrase, whatever it is. Candy corn. It looks like candy corn. Honestly, I don't know how people, or if anybody, watches these videos and thinks that I am sane, because I clearly struggle. Another project that I'm working on is, this is going to be a reusable like market bag, tote bag. So I made one recently, and it's like sitting over there in my yarn pile of doom that I have going on my couch. And this was the leftover yarn from that other market bag. And it's a larger one. So I'm making these smaller versions, which are pretty popular. And I like these because it has a little flower on the bottom of it. And so these are some of like my greatest sellers, because people like them to take to like farmers markets. These make great gifts as well. So I've given them to a lot of friends and family over the years and everything. But yeah, I'm gonna try to finish this one up. Other than that, I have a few other projects that I'm working on. I have a couple blankets that I'm trying to finish up, or a blanket at least that I'm trying to finish up. And I need to make some more scrubbers, and I've got plenty of like little cotton bits and bobs that I'm trying to use up to make those. And yeah, that's about it. I haven't had, I did, my last show was in April, and I haven't done anything because it's been very hot. I've had a lot of other things going on, and I had 2 shows in a row that were not that great. So I'm taking the time now to like increase stock of things that I know are typically good sellers around the holidays. And then also get some new things in the works to offer. So I'm trying just to build up a lot of things, and that's what I'm trying to do this summer, is work on things like, the market bags, plastic bag holders, things that typically go well. And I'm planning, hopefully, to do another show, if I can find one that's decent, maybe around the start of fall. So I'm trying to take the time now, my downtime, slow time, to kind of like build up for stuff later in the year and set myself up where I'm not spending the majority of my time in my life trying to get plenty of stock made. So that has been the past week, and moving into this new week. And it's going to be a short week. I'm very excited about that because of the holiday. And I'm very excited about that. I'm going to try my very best to keep myself in line as far as this no buy challenge, because we're just going to keep going on through the no buy into July and see what happens there. I am trying to decide if I want to keep doing like a weekly update, or if I want to do like every 2 weeks, just to give myself a little bit more time, or what I would like to do. So I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens as far as like what I decide to do as far as like video wise. But I have some ideas of other things that I want to share that are not just me sitting here rambling to a screen. And so look for maybe some of those things coming up soon. Yeah, I think that's about it. So hopefully you enjoyed this rambly update for the end of week 3 or the end of week 4. What week is it? I don't even know. I don't even know what week I'm in. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in the next update or whatever comes next. And enjoy.